I'm going to give you 5 reasons why most people that want to start a business never do. The first reason is they doubt their ability to do it. Can I be a business owner? Can I start my own business? I want to let you know that you'll never find out if you don't start. So the first thing you have to do is you have to start. You have to initiate something to get you rolling in the world of ownership of your own business. Second, what can I sell or what can I offer in order to make money in my business? So then you start researching and you research, can I make something? Is there something I can make or bake or create? Or maybe you want to be a book writer. Maybe you want to do how-to books. Maybe you want to grow plants. Maybe you want to bake cakes. But you need to come up with a product or a service that you can offer. There can be a lot of time taken up in that process, trying to figure out what it is that you want to do in order to make your own business. Then once you get that put together, and stay to the end because I do have some better ideas for you. Once you know that you can do it, or you feel that you can do it, and you have a product or service that you're ready to offer, then the next thing comes, how do I find customers to now buy the product or service that I'm creating? That's another really hard question for people, because we can exhaust our friends and families by going to them and saying, hey, I just made a bunch of these things on my Cricut machine. Do you want a shirt with the design on it? Let me know your design. And then we try to come up with pricing and all of that stuff. Or if you're baking, now you got to find people that are having birthdays or anniversaries or some type of a celebration or an event that they need your baked goods for. So finding those customers can be rather challenging. Then once you find your customers and you figure out how to find your customers, now you got to see how much time of yours is it going to take for you to create those products or services that you're offering, get those made, or even the service. Let's just say you're a counselor or you're a therapist or you're a finance coach or something like that. Now you are trading your time to sit with a person and counsel them for the money that you're charging. So there's always going to be time involved. Your time is valuable. So are you pricing your item that you're selling, your service that you're selling, adequately enough to pay for the time it takes you to provide that good or service? So 1, can you do it? 2, what will you do? 3, where will you find your customers? 4, how much time is it going to take? And then it comes down to, will you actually make money? So we talked about the product or service that you're going to offer and how much are you going to charge for that. So then you have to evaluate yourself. How much are you worth? How much is an hour of your time worth? And do you actually want to give that much of your time into this good or service? Is it going to pay off? So is your goal to make exponentially more money? If you're doing the good or service yourself, if you're creating a product, every time somebody orders something, it costs you time to create that product or service. Eventually, you're going to outmarket yourself. If your business grows, then you can't supply that service or that product to all the people that want to purchase from you. Now, 1, you either need to find more hours in the day, or 2, you need to hire help. So when you hire help, now you're taking your money and you're passing it on to someone else. Maybe not the whole amount, but you're sharing a portion of your intake with the person now that you hired, because you had too much business that you couldn't perform yourself. You had to hire someone else to do it. So I have found a solution for all of those problems. Number 1, I found something that anyone can do. I found a product called a digital product. So a digital product is not a tangible product. It is a learning course or it is a downloadable item that someone can purchase, but once you make it, you don't have to ever make it again. So it's a one-time creation of a digital product that can be sold over and over and over and over. So the time it takes to make it is really the only time that you've invested in it. One time. And then every time that you sell that product, you get paid for it, but you made it a while ago, maybe a year ago, maybe 5 years ago, maybe yesterday. So you make it once, but you keep selling it over and over and over and over. So yes, it is something that you can do and you can profit on it without spending more time, but still making more money. The other thing is you want to find a way to utilize tools that everybody has. Most people have a phone that has some type of a social media platform on the phone. So if you can find a way to tap into their phone that every time they look at their social media, they will see information that you've provided based on the services that you're offering, that is how you will reach your potential customers. So they'll be on their phone, they'll be scrolling through their friends' pictures and videos and vacations and all that different stuff, and they'll come across you offering them your digital service or your digital product. So you're actually selling people in a platform that they're already accessing. So it's like sitting down and watching TV and watching commercials between your show, but it's your commercial and it's them scrolling through and stopping to watch your commercial. So that's how you can find customers, and using your digital product, you're in their hand and you're there every day as they go through and they scroll through their social media. So how much time do you have available to put all of this together? What I found is a digital product company, so to speak, that has already put the digital product that I'm offering together for me. So it didn't really cost me any time at all. I just purchased the rights to resell the digital product. And so my time was not taken up creating the product, nor was my mind taken up trying to come up with the product that I wanted to offer. So not only did I solve all the problems, but now I have something that I can sell over and over and over and over and over, continue to make profit, actually 100% profit, and I never have to reinvent the wheel because all of it's been given to me and sell it myself. I have a blueprint that I follow. In fact, I'd like to give it to you. In the comments or in my bio, you can find a link, showmetheblueprint.com. And that link will take you to where I have given you the rights to my blueprint. It's for free. I'm not going to charge you anything to get the information. You can look it over, check it out, and see what you think. But if you're looking to be a business owner and you don't have a lot of time and you can't come up with an idea of what it is that you'd like to sell or the service you'd like to offer, I would highly recommend you take a look at this blueprint and see if this is for you. Because there's people all over the country, in fact, all over the world, doing exactly what I'm talking about, making plenty of financial gain with it, that they're changing their life. And you can also change your life. Let me show you a few examples.
My name is Mindy. I'm a 45-year-old stay-at-home boy mom here in Nebraska. And like a lot of you, I went to college, I got the degree, I got the career, thinking that my family's future was going to be set up. I was going to be secure. Well, turns out, as a veterinary technician for 19 years, working for the same veterinarian, same hospital, I was still only making $19 an hour with my degree. And I don't know about you guys, but I can't raise a family off that. Not a chance. Not a chance. And so, like, I literally couldn't even afford to take my kids to daycare because it was a wash, right? So I left my career that I loved after 19 years and I became a stay-at-home mom. And, you know, I tried other online things and I just grinded and grinded and grinded and spent hours on my phone for a measly $8 a sale. And I didn't even know what digital marketing was. I literally didn't even know what it meant or that it existed. And so I got started September 1st of 2023, which puts me at about 19 months. And my family's world has been flipped upside down. All I wanted was to know that if I started this, if I started learning, that I could bring in $500 a month to offset my husband's overtime. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd have $900 days, $1,800 days. I'm going to tell you guys the tech part of it scared me at first because I'm like, oh, I'm not techie. Like, I can't, I didn't know. But let me tell you a secret. For the first 19 months and 1 week, I ran my business off of an Android cell phone. I didn't have to create these products. They're proven to work. I can have my automated business working for me so I can be at the ball game, so I can be in the pickup lane. And I still have customers coming in.
Yeah, I've been self-employed my whole life, and I did it. I did it in my mind to have the freedom to create that time. But what I didn't realize, because I was 18 years old when I made that decision, that when I took time off, I was going to be losing money. Because if I'm not at the salon working, I'm not making any money. So you're always going to trade something. You're either going to trade time for money or money for time. Anyway, now I'm in my 50s and still doing hair. But now I'm down, I'm down like 2.5 days a week. I was scrolling on Facebook. I'm a scroller, not a poster. I came across this post, and she was making money from home. And I was like, oh, I want to make money from home. Like, that's what I've truly wanted to do, but I just didn't know how, because I don't know tech. I don't know how to do a lot of stuff. And then she said that her friend had made like $53,000 in 5 months. And I was like, holy cow, $53,000 in 5 months. That's a game changer right there. If I'm going to do it, I'm going all in, because I really liked the thought of building a legacy, is worrying how we're going to build our retirement up to where we need it. I remember when Matt was a kid, a teenager, he was like, he wanted something. I'm like, Matt, we can't. I just don't have the money right now. And he goes, why don't you just work more? To be a present mom, you have to give up something. So I chose to give up some finances so I could be at all the kids' stuff. But since this program, I don't have to do that anymore, because even though I don't know tech, it's so simplified, because it literally says, start here.
Kind of my story of hope, because about 13 years ago, I had cancer. My ex-husband walked out during that time, left me with a house in foreclosure, 3 little kids. I was devastated. I was failing as a mom. I was working full-time as an occupational therapist, but that was not enough to pay for the mortgage. I was willing to do whatever it took. So I thought it was work harder, work more, work longer, right? But I got a second job. Still wasn't enough. I got a third job. That still wasn't enough. And so our house did go into foreclosure. It was awful and shameful. I started trying a lot of different things. I was in 7 different network marketing things. I've done drop shipping, Amazon, affiliate marketing, Etsy. Oh my gosh, if there's something out there, I'm like, I'll do it. And I feel like I'm an optimistic person and I give it my best, but man, I tried 21 different things. Not a single one of those worked. I didn't even tell my family. I didn't believe in myself. This program, this offer is outstanding, but I didn't believe in myself that I could do this. I had just thought, no one's going to listen to me. And so I didn't tell my husband, I didn't tell my kids. I blocked them on every single social media platform while I did my first month. Now, I started losing my skepticism pretty quickly after I started posting. I had made my first sale on day 4, 10,000 by my first week. I'm in the bathroom bawling my eyes out, pretending to be a normal person, because again, my family doesn't even know what I'm doing. And it was really fun by the end of the first month to share with each of them individually that I had made over 53,000. And I love each and every one of their reaction, maybe my oldest daughter is my favorite because she said, Mom, you have only made about 53,000 in a whole entire year working full time as an occupational therapist. And I was like, I know, honey, right? So anyways, I am just here to say, like, it works. It really does. Plug in, do what they teach us. I was just able to take a whole entire month off because of automations. I went to Bali for 17 days and I did not have to worry about a single thing. Still made money. It is given me my life back. I was able to quit my job in the fall and am doing this full time. But oh my gosh, it has been life changing. And if I can do it, you can do it.
So you can see that this is definitely something that people of all ages are using to improve their life, to get out of debt, to retire, and to work from home, enjoy their family, and all the things that we want to do in life. I hope you'll take this journey as well and change your life and the life of your family and your future. Take a look at this one right here. We're going to explain it in much more depth. This is my mentor. Her name is Michelle, and she's going to do a presentation for you. You're going to find all the answers to your questions right here in this video.